So we had kind of a vision, we had a program, and then we entered into design build competition, and we were really thrilled when Flint and MFDB submitted for it, having had great experience with Flint before on the Student Community Center. Again, one of the most kind of successful and well-liked projects on the campus. And so there was 3 teams that submitted for this, and we went through a design build competition. And the Flint team was kind of the hands-on, hands-down kind of preferred team. So it was all good starting from day one. So then we engaged, in the work on it, and they helped us realize our vision. They worked with us really, really closely, and they know how to work with public clients, I think, because sometimes we're not the easiest people to work with, I would say, so we tend to change our mind a little bit and all that, but you guys were very responsive. I think together we refined the design of the building, right? And all the while, you had kind of quality in mind, kept it on schedule, kept it on budget. Our project manager, Vonda, I think she thinks this is probably the highlight of her career.
If you just look around the facility that we built with Flint builders here, you can just look at the fit finish, the quality of the finishes, the way the building came out it certainly gives us a sense of confidence and vindication that the best value process is certainly the right one to go with.
We had a tremendous amount of cooperation, and probably something you'll hear me say frequently is just a real team spirit. The whole Flint and architects, engineers, owners, we really had a tremendous team dynamic on this whole project.
Flint Builders has really partnered to help us talk to students, get stuff out on web pages, advertise, get signage up, things that some contractors might say, hey, that's not my responsibility. But you and your team have stepped up the whole time. That's been kind of the theme throughout the project, is a sense of partnership on a difficult project.
It was very collaborative, which was huge. We never had any concerns about not being heard or not having our wishes kind of carried out throughout the project. So it was very, very positive.
Lots of times I didn't have to do my job. You would inspect the work, and you would make certain that the subcontractors were completed with stuff and hadn't missed stuff, so that by the time I walked through to make my inspections, it was mostly already done. I am so proud of this building. It is right in line with the standard of excellence that began here 15 years ago. With the theater, and this building again is one of the pinnacles on this campus, in this district, I think.
We realized that very early on they were going above and beyond everything we'd asked them to do, that they were really following through on things. It wasn't simply just saying something to them about a concern and then getting lip service from them. There was never any of that. And it became clear to me as the project went on, especially as you have a lot of these loose ends to tie up at the end of a project, as all projects do, that it really was part of their culture. It wasn't really something that they were just doing for this project. And that was the part that I found particularly satisfying, and would certainly welcome an opportunity to work with Flint Builders again.
Of all the projects that I've had, both in the 7 years I've been here doing hard bid work, and the 20+ years I did with the federal government, you've had the best team that I've had the chance to work with.
It was a very enjoyable experience. We built an outstanding building, and I'm just very proud to be a part of it.
At no time during that process did I feel like that we were not a really integrated team, which was really nice because we know that you can deliver. So, if they were to ask me for recommendations, I'd give Flint the highest recommendations.